This little girl, I just seen, like, heard her mention it. And for some reason, I need to fix my data. So this is the second part to this. I'm so sorry. But yeah, she's like, oh, look at the snake over there. And then the other kid's like, yeah, the body is like the string or something attached to it. So maybe you have attachments or something like that, or people have attachments to you if you need to sever those attachments. Okay. And I'm going to get a couple more of these written ones here. This information's really important. I don't know what you're going to do about the situation, but whatever you're going to do, I trust that you're going to do the right thing for yourself. If you're suffering, then remember to use all your wisdom and knowledge that you've learned. This is important for you, okay? Light a candle for your past loved ones or someone special with the intent to honor and give thanks. So if there's somebody that comes to mind, a past loved one is trying to look after you or look over you, they could be trying to reach out to you right now. A little bit of mediumship, if you do practice with that, make sure you know what you're doing. Don't invite anything in that is not welcome. If you want to connect with a loved one, use your energy to pick up on their signature. Know when it is them, and have like a safe word or safe code or something like that. Have something in place that only that person would know, that energy would know, even if they're not here with us and they're passed over. When you light the candle, give thanks to that person for protecting you or helping you. That could have been somebody that's passed away in previously. Rabbit, symbolize fertility and abundance, intuition, new beginnings, spirit guides, opportunity, resources, luck, prosperity, growth, new possibilities. Spiritual guardian, nurturing, creativity, smart, purity, innocence, gentleness, Christ-like consciousness, and inspiration. If there is signs and synchronicities around you that's trying to encourage you to do the right thing, then listen, okay? Listen to your intuition. It's really important for you. Some people may not think that you make sense, or that what you're saying isn't making sense, and that's fine. If you know, you trust your intuition, you trust your gut, then go with it. Okay. Can we get past life oracle cards? See what the pattern is here. What's the pattern for Sagittarius? Please and thank you. Something you don't want to take a look at? Biblical. This could be pertaining to spiritual or religious laws. All right. This is somebody that also reminds me when they're making something like this person here is carving something from hand. So like it's homemade. It's carving something from material, something that's very sturdy, something, usually things made with love, things that made by hand, they last much longer. So when you do something or a project or you're building something, you want to make sure it has integrity, love behind it. When you're doing things with good intention, right? And you're creating something that's going to stand the test of time, something that's going to last, you have to start with the basics. You have to start with like the materials that you're given. It's the same with alchemy too. You work with what you have to create something beautiful. And this is something your ancestors are encouraging you to do. That could be the Seven of Coins energy too. Because he's almost similar to this one. He's creating something. Use your intuition, use your judgment. If you need to create something with what you have, then do so. If you're in this Four of Coins energy and you're pinching pennies, there's lots of ways to make money. You don't have to take from other people, and you don't have to do anything illegal. You can do things with your creativity to make that money. All right. What else we got here, Sagittarius? You may not think that you're capable of doing so and that you need to be codependent. I don't believe that. I think you're capable of doing that yourself. Medicine man or woman, the ability to heal oneself or the ability to heal others. This is something that's passed down to you, and you want to use this gift. Do as much research as you can. If you enjoy going online and researching different holistic medication or stuff like that, anything that's not like pharmaceutical, then do it. If you know about the stuff in your backyard and you just haven't bothered with it, maybe go outside, connect with Mother Nature and start drying herbs, or start looking into the benefits, the medicinal benefits of that. I personally have a few things written down for my journal. I have 3 journals going right now. One of them is complete. The other 2 I'm almost like finished working on. And I've been urged to sit down and do my studies too, to kind of sit there and go through it, because what I'm doing is I'll pick certain herbs or flowers or something like that, and I'll start writing the spiritual benefits to it and the medicinal benefits to it too. Okay. There could have been a death avoided as well. There's a possibility. You do have angels if you need help, and they keep going over here. They keep going down to the side. Things you don't want to take a look at. Do you not have, if you don't have the belief in yourself, that's where it starts. You have to believe in yourself. Your own gifts are real, okay? Use what you have to help yourself heal, help another person heal. If they're going through this 10 of Swords energy, or you feel like you've been betrayed and you need to separate yourself and your energy, then do so. If you need to take time for yourself and heal, then do so. Nobody can stop you. Something to do with land or farm, something to do with agriculture maybe, or what do you call that? I want to say horticulture. That would be with the herbs again too. This farmland, there could be something to do with land. Maybe there are certain documents or something like that that's put away in a safe to do with land. Something that's been passed down to you or passed down for the next generations. If you need to take a look into that, find out more, find out who signed what, then do so. Island Time Wellness card, please and thank you for Saggies. Again, with the saging, it's really important. Cleanse your energy, cleanse your space, do it with intent. There's a room that they call the ablution room, and it's with the intention to cleanse a part of your body. Most of the time it's your feet. I personally like to have clean feet. I like to soak my feet. I love to go get pedicures and stuff like that. And then we've got separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Keep in mind that if you're codependent on another person for certain things, let's say you don't feel like you can be self-sufficient or make your own money your own way or something like that, and you're unsure and you're yearning for that person, or you want to be reconnected with that person thinking they're going to be the one that's supplying you with something, you need to be able to be independent on your own. Earlier I did a read for the Goddess Oracle cards, and one of which was Lilith, and that is independence. So if you need to ask Lilith for help in guidance in being independent and making sure that you're using your own gifts and creating, like that alchemy, creating with what you have so that you can prosper and turn this fortune back in your favor, then do so. Start something new for yourself. Get back into your hobbies. Maybe look into healing or something like that. It's really important. You want to be on your divine path. You want to be doing what you're meant to be doing here, okay, as a purpose. If you're not sure what your purpose is, find out what you like. Find out what you like. Find out what's good for you. Okay, again with this yearning idea, photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. If you've let somebody go, okay, give it time. You don't have to run back to that person. There's a reason your intuition kicked in. There's a reason you left that individual. Maybe there was a betrayal, or maybe they had lied about something or kept something from you. And they probably spent a long time doing this over several years. So you have new memories that you can make. You've got lots of time to make new memories, and I hope that each and every one of you utilize that time properly, all right? And then we've got healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Being able to walk away. It's nice to look at photos, but sometimes when we look at photos, it holds an energy as well. And if you're really empathic, what's going to happen is when you look at certain photos, it's going to trigger something. Have you healed from that? Are you able to detach emotionally from that and look at it as a photo? You appreciate the things that you had. If you want to be nostalgic and remember good things, that's great. But if it's creating some sort of toxic emotion, or if it's creating uncomfortable pain or something like that, then it's the fear of abandonment, maybe fear of loss, maybe fear of you know, not having a person in your life or something like that, you're not alone. All right, Sag, you are not alone. There are many, many energies around you and good entities that are willing to help you. And we have to be able to look within ourselves, do that hermit work, do the shadow work. What's your shadow side trying to tell you, right? What's it trying to teach you? You can get through this. I believe you can get through this. If somebody in your past tried to break you and they didn't have certain things, and everything that they didn't have, they took from you, whether it be your confidence, your money, your ideas, your love, whatever, and they took it for granted, or they just kept taking from you and they were draining you dry, well, then that was ultimately the biggest betrayal ever, because you trust a person so much and you hold them close to you, and that's all they do is take from you. And that could be this Four of Coins energy too, them not feeling like they have enough and them having to constantly keep taking whatever it is from you and maybe giving you very little in return. And you're healing from this. If you haven't got to that point yet, you're going to get to that point. Believe me when I say this, there'll be a point that you love yourself so much that you're going to choose yourself and you're going to do the right thing. Make sure you're good first. If there's children involved, you will make sure that there are certain things taken care of, all right, so that they can also use these gifts that were passed down to you. Past life oracle card, the ability to create for yourself. All right, because a lot of the time when we think about biblical, when we think about the whole idea of religion and stuff, what does it say? It's relying on one specific energy or one specific entity to do the work for you and just to pray for that. But you ultimately here in the physical have to do the work. So you have to give yourself some credit too. You have to put in the work and you have to be able to put those boundaries down or create something with what you have. And it's nice to think about the past and all the good, but there's also lots more good that can come out of doing the right things or making the right decisions for yourself, if that makes sense. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. If it does not resonate with you, this may not be your reading right now. Okay, the right people will come across this reading at the right time. And it's unfortunate that I had it split up into 2 videos for some friggin' weird reason. I'm going to have to look into that to see what exactly was hoarding all the memory bank there. Who was taking that? So maybe you have to look into who's actually been draining or siphoning from you. Okay. These are Elder Futhark runes, right? I'm going to tell them to you and you could do the research because there's multiple meanings. I've given certain ones certain chakras, but you will take it as it resonates for yourself, okay? So if it is resonating with a throat chakra or your solar plexus, then use your own discernment for yourself. These are healing runes. They're used for healing. They're used for communication, all right? And yes, they have multiple meanings. We've got Degas, day, happy, okay, planning, that's the letter D. And we've got crown chakra and solar plexus energy. These are what you stand in right now or what you need to work on. And then we have the moon energy, that which is yet to be seen or which is coming up. And then we have Ophalon, very nice, inheritance, property, home, again with that land. Then we have third eye chakra, root chakra, and heart chakra. Very well could be things you need to activate in order to get what it is that you need. And then we have Taiwas. I like this one. It almost looks like an arrow here. Okay, and that's crown chakra and throat chakra. So speak your truth. Make sure you're speaking it true for you with good intention. And what else can we get here for Sagittarius? Light your own path, light your own way with your words for yourself. Can we get a little bit more on this death in the reverse? Death in the reverse, please. What's this death in the reverse? What is that? Don't want to talk about it. What's the death in the reverse? What is it? Just give me a second. Oh, hair Hierophant energy, change. Yeah. Not everybody likes change, but sometimes it's almost like people, you have divine chirping in your ear. Maybe your ears are ringing, and you also have other people chirping in your ear too. It's almost like person that's sitting up top. When they're sitting up top, sometimes you have multiple people. What do they call them? Not a confidant, so an advisor or something, somebody that advises you to do stuff, or that's constantly like, think for yourself. Ultimately, Sagittarius, you're a free thinker. You think for yourself, make your own choices for yourself. Okay, Hierophant energy is very powerful energy to be in, and it's in the upright. So change is really important. I advise you to create the change that's necessary. And I have a sticker here too. It says, be the change, and it's got a little bee on it. Bees were also considered like oracles at one point. They did have protectors. You do have some protection, as long as you don't get too involved with the people doing things like causing the betrayal or anything like that. If you go back to certain people, they may have wanted your gifts or attached themselves to you for your gifts. All right, to kind of like prosper off of you. And that's not a healthy relationship to be in, honestly. All right. Pullet, P-U-L-L-E-T, a young hen. So I'm seeing like the golden hen, but it's like they call it a golden goose. So something to do with that egg, the golden hen, the hen. Usually there's like a whole, what do they call them? The roosters are kept separate for a reason. Maybe this has to do with like a cult or something like that. The men are kept separate for a reason. Maybe the men are not privy to certain information. Or you keep the women separate for a reason. I don't know, take it how it resonates. And then delicacy. It's almost giving me cannibalism, which is a little weird. The quality of being delicate too. Finesse or texture. Tenderness, minute accuracy, refined taste, and dainty. Somebody could have considered you like a delicacy. Maybe your energy was very dainty, or maybe your energy was very feminine, and they could have loved absorbing that energy and using it for their own. Maybe this is like somebody that's more of a masculine that's in their feminine energy. Maybe this is your partner or somebody that you know that's very close to you. They could really like embodying that feminine energy, and we're using your energy. Or this is just something that you stand in. That's nice to be in a very delicate energy like that. It's almost giving me like an innocence energy. But some people take advantage of that. So be aware and be cautious, okay? Resume. So whatever you're doing, okay, resume, to take up again, to begin again. If you were doing something in a negative manner and it ended in betrayal, don't recreate the cycle. If you are doing something and you're ending the cycle, continue on with what you're doing. If you need to make this change, make this change. Make sure that it is legit. If you need to separate from somebody, don't go running back to them. Okay, redo, continue forward movement. What else is redo here? That's also, it almost looks like a literal R. Okay, there are some of our characters from our own alphabet. Redo, that's also solar plexus energy, yellow. Okay, I do. So journey, movement, work, growth, wheel of surrender. Just, it says wheel. No, I want to say wheel of fortune. So like going forward. Surrender, carriage, travel, relocation, dance of life, destiny, and change. Yeah. All right. You need to be the change. Remember to love you, please do. Again, if you want to like, share, subscribe, it's not mandatory, but you're more than welcome to. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for coming back to this channel. I really do appreciate you guys. You're awesome, and I know you'll get through this, okay, Sag? Whatever you're going through right now, I feel for you. And if somebody has caused some sort of animosity or betrayal, well, fuck them. My favorite word ever. Just fuck it. Fuck them. Fuck them. Don't worry about it. Remember to love you, please do.